With the idea of sustainable travel becoming more and more important, biking is one of the best ways to experience adventure. Both road cycling and mountain biking are fantastic ways to see the world. The journeys outlined here can be completed in a single day on a rental bike for some of them, but only the most experienced riders should attempt others. But regardless of your skill level, this is where you should start finding inspiration. In this video, we are going to talk about the most beautiful bike paths in the world. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 10. Iron Curtain Trail, Europe. We'll begin with a major issue. One of the world's epic cycles is the Iron Curtain Trail, or Eurovelo 13, to use its slightly less poetic name. Bicyclists typically go south with the weather, starting in the extreme north of Europe, to avoid the really oppressively hot temperatures of later months. As you can probably guess, the path generally follows the Iron Curtain, diving south and following the Baltic coast, then cutting across Germany, dodging the Czech Republic and Slovakia, then continuing along the borders of Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria until coming to an end at the Black Sea. From the bleak desolation of Finland's forests to the serene vineyards of the Czech Republic and on through hillside villages to the sunny reward of the seashore, you'll see so much of Europe's beautiful landscapes. One of the great expeditions on the continent, it serves as a real-world history lesson for contemporary Europe. Number 9. Capitals Route, Netherlands and Germany. Another route through Europe is now available, leading to Berlin via a kinder, flatter challenge over the Netherlands and Germany. Although legally running from Dublin to Moscow, this stretch of the Eurovelo route follows smooth, paved, well-signposted trails through tulip fields, twittering birdwoods, and bright meadows. As a reward at the end of the day, you might stop sometimes for food, such as freshly made bread or local cheese, but most of the time, you'll just be taking in the view. The route is ideal if you want to try long-distance cycling but are unsure where to begin because it is long enough to be challenging but not so arduous that it feels like a punishment. Number 8. Shimanami Kaido, Japan. Many Edo-era trade routes, called Kaido, meaning road, are still in use today. It opened in 1999, but you'll see some of Japan's old beauty, several small towns, and 6 islands on an inland sea. The bridges connect Shikoku and Honshu to Mokaishima, Inoshima, Ikuchijima, Omishima, Hakodajima, and Oshima. You'll pass a museum dedicated to Arayama Ikuo, one of Japan's most famous painters, and a rich businessman's mother's shrine. The part between Honshu and Mokaishima Island can be replaced by a short ferry ride, and there are cycle rental offices at both ends of the route and various pickup/drop-off places. Number 7. The Garden Route, South Africa. The Garden Route runs from Mossel Bay in the west to Storms River in the east, but most tourists add a city break at either end. There are many sites, beaches, viewpoint sites, and vineyards to see, so don't rush. You'll make good progress riding 5 to 6 hours a day. The roads are peaceful, the topography is easy, and the landscape changes daily. Dolphins and local fauna may be seen. You can pedal through the jungles into Addo Elephant National Park to see elephants, rhinos, buffalo, and more. Number 6. The Parenzana, Italy, Slovenia, and Croatia. Like the capital's route, this shorter route is perfect for beginners. 3 countries, Italy, Slovenia, and Croatia, are also crossed. The path parallels a narrow-gauge railway, and trains don't like hills, so it's easy. Though short, the route offers plenty of sights. In Slovenia, sea and mountain views are always nearby. This route is great for history buffs, foodies, and sunbathers. The small towns have Austro-Hungarian relics and delicious seafood. You could also break up the trip with overnight stops in attractive spots like medieval port city Koper or wide, lazy bayside town Umag. Number 5. Going to the Sun Road, US. Tempting, but there are more factors to consider. The only U.S. road to be both a National Civil Engineering Landmark and a National Historic Landmark, going to the Sun Road is fully in Glacier National Park. The west to east path climbs mountains and passes dramatic drops. Logan's Pass, a wildflower meadow with mountains, cool air, and, hopefully, blue skies, is your reward. Its attractiveness, especially its popularity, causes issues. In summer, the road is busy with cars. The park website warns that only those experienced at riding with heavy vehicle traffic in two directions should consider bicycling on Going to the Sun Road during peak summer season, and you have to pay $20 to enter the park. Winters are snowy and the route is impassable. Despite that, this ride is enjoyable and gorgeous, with hiker/biker campsites around the park to extend your journey. Number 4. Tasmania's West Coast, Australia. Tasmania's West Coast is very different from the East Coast. From Hobart, you enter the Southwest and Franklin Gordon Wild Rivers National Parks. You'll turn north on a former railway line through the rainforest to the Montezuma Waterfalls, Tasmania's highest. East now, you'll cross Cradle Mountain, skirt the Central Plateau's wetlands, and steadily travel north to Launceston. Weather and terrain are both difficult here. This area of Tasmania has strong ocean winds and a more extreme climate than the temperate East. It's a challenge, but you'll see some of the Southern Hemisphere's most stunning scenery. Number 3. Via Francigena, the UK, France, and Italy. This time, a pilgrimage route only 1,000 people follow annually, as opposed to more well-known routes such as the Camino de Santiago. Archbishop Sigaric, who was summoned to Rome to receive his office symbol, started the path in Canterbury, England's famous cathedral city, in 990. He recorded every stop, which today guides the course. Crossing the water starts the journey. The flat, pleasant terrain of northern France slowly gives way to heavier challenges, like crossing the Alps at the 2,469-meter St. Bernard Pass and the Apennines at the 1,041-meter Passo della Sissa. The toughest problem may be cycling around Rome. Number 2. The Great Divide, Canada and US. This most North American trail goes off-road for a month and a half, through mountain summits, river valleys, dirt roads, tracks, and gravel pathways. From Banff, a classic mountain town, to a scrubby US-Mexico border station, you'll cross prairies, deserts, meadows, and forests. The end is irrelevant. This is one of the world's greatest adventures, a tough path that rewards you with continuously changing views, days without civilization, and the knowledge that you're doing something genuinely special. In addition, amateurs can race the Tour Divide. The trail record is 13 days, 22 hours, 51 minutes. Luck. Number 1. The Pamir Highway, Tajikistan. 1,250 kilometers in length. Time needed for completion, about 20 days. Tajikistan, one of the world's least well-known nations, marks our conclusion. Since when have you given Tajikistan any serious thought? Well, consider it now. It is the location of the long, desolate Pamir Highway, one of the world's most isolated roads that is partially made of asphalt and partially made of dirt. The route cuts across passes, crosses wide plains, and precariously clings to vertiginous cliffs. There are mountains covered in snow, lakes that are bluer than the sky, and quaint villages with hospitable residents. In fact, this is most likely your greatest choice for overnight stays because the people in this amazing country offer homestays, are friendly, and are glad that you are here. But since it's possible to go days without seeing another person, you'll almost probably also need camping supplies. Additionally, since you'll be riding at a high altitude in air with little oxygen, this is not a vacation for novices. Undoubtedly, this is a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, but be mindful of what you're signing up for. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.